Hi everyone, today we are having a look at the Hiya Toys Godzilla 1991 Hokkaido version. Hiya did release two versions of this, so you have the standard version and you've got the heat ray version, which is what we're going to be looking at today. This Godzilla is from the movie Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. I do have the other version on order as well, or pre-order. It got delayed a few times because of the newer head sculpts coming out for it. I saw some reviews on this one, and the head sculpt on this looks to be the best out of all of them. So I decided to go ahead and get it. We'll get this Godzilla out of the box and have a closer look at him. Okay, so we'll start off by taking a look at the accessories we get along with Godzilla. So here you can see we get two additional hands. And here we have the heat ray or atomic breath of Godzilla. And you can see it's very well detailed. You do have some nice tones of blue throughout here and white. Different shades of blue going through there. And it is slightly translucent. I think this is very well detailed. You can see the energy effect as it will leave Godzilla's mouth here. You got the big beam on the end. It's a very nice effect piece. So now we'll take a look at Godzilla. And here is Godzilla. First impressions, he looks very nice. I really love the blue effect here on the dorsal plates. We'll have a look at the articulation and then take a closer look at Godzilla. So now that we had a look at the articulation, we'll take a closer look at Godzilla. And we'll start off with the head. Now I really like the head sculpt on this, especially the eyes. I think they look very nice compared to the other head sculpts that we've gotten. There's very nice detail throughout the head here. You can see various wrinkles. Inside of the mouth is done nicely. The tongue is also articulated. Teeth are done very well. And a lot of people are saying the details are quite soft on this figure. And I can see what they mean. It does look a little bit soft. Kind of reminds me of NECA Godzillas. Some of their older ones. Slightly. But I think overall it's definitely better done. Really like the yellow paint on the claws here. Really gives them that realism. And most of this figure is done in this sort of dark black, almost greyish colour. There is some shading throughout the body here, where the folds are, which does make them pop a little bit. You can see that throughout the body here. And the main attraction here are those beautiful blue dorsal plates. And you can see the transition on them. They have this sort of dark blue and then go into a lighter blue across the top. And then you've got the tips of the plates done in a white colour. And you can see the blue radiates across Godzilla's back here to give it that luminescence. And I think it looks very good. And you can see where it transitions here from the blue back to the original colour of those dorsal plates. And you've got the transitional plates here. And I think that's a very good design on this Godzilla, rather than just having them stop and then be the normal colour throughout. I like that they included this transitional area. Then of course you've got this, the usual colour of the dorsal plates going across. Overall, I think he looks very good and pretty accurate from what I remember of the Godzilla from this film and the suit that they used. We'll compare Godzilla to another figure and we'll see how he scales up and compares. Okay, so here we have the Hiya Godzilla next to the SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2004, and you can see the size difference between these two, the Hiya toys being slightly larger. And you can also see the difference in detail between the two here. And you can see that the detail on the SH Monster Arts is definitely superior to the Hiya, but you also got to consider other factors as well, which we will talk about in my overview of the figure. So in terms of price, generally speaking, the SH Monster Arts are going to be more expensive. In some case, some of the models can be twice the price of the Hiya. So this Hiya Godzilla I got from AliExpress for about £55. That's including shipping. The SH Monster Arts 2004 Godzilla that I've got here, that we compared, I got for about £80. I would have loved to compare this model to the SH Monster Arts version of this Godzilla, which is their Shinjuku Decisive Battle version. I know in the movie the head sculpts are different between these two versions. That's why we got the Hokkaido head sculpt on this one, and the head sculpt that they use for the Godzilla in the movie when it's fighting Ghidorah in Shinjuku is a different head sculpt, and that's the version that we have with SH Monster Arts. Unfortunately, I don't have that model. So with this being Hiya Toys versus Toho Godzilla, technically second as this is the Heat Ray version, I feel like they've done a very good job of capturing the look of the Godzilla we see in the movie. The head sculpt looks very good to me. Really like the eyes on this version. The Heat Ray looks amazing. I really love the dorsal plates as well. The blue luminescence looks very good. Very well done on this model. I really like the look of it. If you are looking to get a version of the 1991 Godzilla from Hiya Toys, I would recommend getting this Heat Ray version, as the head sculpt looks very accurate to me on this one. The eyes in particular are done very well compared to the other version that we've got. But if you're like me and want both, then by all means go for it. I've got the other one on order, so once that arrives I will be doing a review of that as well. Hiya Toys have really reignited my love for Godzilla, so I'm going to do more reviews of their Godzilla figures when they do release them. So if there's any Godzilla figures in the meantime you guys want me to review, just let me know. But I will definitely be doing more Godzilla figures from Hiya Toys when they are released, and I will review the standard version once it does get once it does make its way over to me. But overall, this is definitely a figure I recommend. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe.